heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi everyone, how are you today? Somebody sent me something, but I have to wait. I think the government shutdown is on already. Oh, I gotta take a look at that. Thank you, sweetie. Um, okay, breaking. Let me see. Donald Trump's approval is underwater, oh, whatever, including in all 7 of the key swings. Okay, all right. Just take a look. Okay. What about the government shutdown? I believe it's happening. Have you guys heard anything? I just got a text message. And the text message says, government set to shut down at midnight for the first time in almost 7 years after Democrats vote down a Republican-led funding bill which they refuse to extend, where they refuse to extend health care subsidies and reverse Medicaid cuts. It's all about the poor people. So Noel says he saw something too. All right. So here's the thing. Let's take a look at the government shutdown. And let me see if I can catch a video here, though. You know me, I love these videos. All right. Government shutdown update.
Feather workers could be furloughed daily, costing. Well, I'm just leaving Capitol Hill, and brace yourselves because we are headed to a government shutdown. So what exactly happened? Well, tonight.
I just heard something that Trump said. Here's what he said. We can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible and bad for them.
We can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible, that are bad for them and irreversible by them.
Hours away from our government.
There's 3 ways the government shutting down will affect you. Let's talk about it. Y'all that don't know, the government funding is set to expire between September 30th and October 1st, meaning that if the government does not decide what to do with the new budget bill, their bank card pretty much declines, meaning the government has to shut down because they can't pay anybody. This leads to the first way this could affect you, which is delayed paychecks and benefits. You are a federal employee, a government contract.
We do have an update. We want to return to Capitol Hill. That final schedule.
Now that the shutdown deadline has arrived, here's.
We'll take a look at this better tomorrow morning as well. Sorry, I got a whole thing of water right here. I don't even know why. It kind of looks kind of weird, but I do. All right, let's look at some videos and then we'll look at select. Evil repubs really will not give people health care coverage back. I know, what is that about? Maybe they just all want us to die. Maybe that's it. I'm dead ass. All right, let me see if I can get some videos up. Recent. All right, let's try this. Open.
Something that Trump said. Here's what he said. We can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible and bad for them, and irreversible like cutting vast numbers of people out. Well, there it is. Trump admitted himself that he is using Americans as political pawns. He is admitting that he is doing the firing of people if, God forbid, it happens. He's using Americans as pawns, as I said. Democrats do not want a shutdown. We stand ready to work with Republicans to find a bipartisan compromise, and the ball's in their court. When he says he will do things, he is taking ownership. He is taking ownership. It's just like in his first term when he said he will own the shutdown. It's just a point I wanted to make. Okay. Now, we're 10 hours away from government funding expiring simply because the Republicans are not serious about keeping it open. Finally, after months of asking, months, and mounting pressure, Leader Jeffries and I went to the White House yesterday to meet with the President and Republican leaders to find a way forward. And sitting in the room, it was very clear, behind closed doors, that the President hasn't fully grasped the magnitude of the disaster he's causing Americans. As costs continue to skyrocket for Americans, thanks to Trump's tariffs, economic policies, clean energy policies, and disastrous blunders, Americans are prepared to spend 114% more on their health insurance. That's right, that just came out. According to the Kaiser Families Foundation's analysis today, without ACA premium tax credits, premiums will double, more than double on average. And this not only affects those on ACA, it affects just about every American family with health insurance, because it is, as has been documented, when they get the deep cuts on ACA and on Medicaid, They don't have as much money, and they raise the costs on everybody else. So virtually no American with health insurance is immune from these disastrous Trump cuts. And what are Republicans doing about this? Avoiding lying. This week, look at this poster. This the one? Here. Let's get it front and center. I borrowed Thune's poster today, as many of you saw. This is what the House Republican Conference call. Lisa McClain, the head, walked members through polling and advised them not to make the message about health care, because ours lose that argument. That's not me. That's one of the Republican leaders who's in charge of messaging. They're right. She's right. Their position is so callous, and the damage is much greater than even people thought, that it's very unpopular. So when they're up against the brutal fact that Americans are to pay, take this one up, 114% more for marketplace enrollees who currently receive financial assistance. That's the Kaiser Foundation. It's devastating, devastating to them. And let me be clear, because they like to tell lies because they can't argue the merits. So they make up things. They said they're saying undocumented people cannot and will not receive premium tax credits. They say that undocumented people are going to get these credits. That is absolutely false. That is one of the big lies they tell, so they don't have to discuss the issues. The federal government, by law that we passed, does not fund health insurance for undocumented immigrants in Medicaid, period, nor the ACA, nor Medicare. Undocumented immigrants do not get federal health insurance premiums, period. Period. They're lying.
They get state health insurance. They may not get federal health insurance, but they get state health insurance. I'm from New York. I'm from California. They get state health insurance. I don't know about the other states. Oh, I'm gonna look into that, sweetie. I'm gonna look into how long this will go on. I have a funny feeling, guys. Since they, thank you, Noel. I can't believe the circus of the government that we have. Yeah. 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 We have an amazing government that people voted in. So I don't know. A lot of this, I think, is like apropos for teaching lessons. You know, this is rooted in racism. Everything that's happening is rooted in racism, and maybe the roost needs to roost now. Maybe the roost is home, and the roost needs to look at themselves and do what it takes.
If the government shuts down tonight, roughly 750,000 federal workers could be furloughed daily, costing roughly $400 million in lost pay each day. To put things on perspective, this could impact about 11,000 FAA employees that may be sent home without pay. 13,000 air traffic controllers, 50,000 TSA agents that will be working without pay, although they will be receiving the payment once the government shutdown is over. Now, all this will translate into longer waiting times, flights may be delayed, or those federal agencies and services may slow down or pause entirely. So yes, even short shutdowns disrupt services for travelers or anyone depending on federal services. As always, share, save this video, and follow for more.
I loved her hair. That hair was amazing. That's my kind of hair. The coloring, and then she had a matching outfit to the hair. I love that. All right. Let's see this one.
Well, I'm just leaving Capitol Hill, and brace yourselves because we are headed to a government shutdown. So what exactly happened? Well, tonight, Senate Republicans forced a vote on a bill to keep the government funded. Democrats blocked that. They say they will not agree to keep the government funded until Republicans agree to reverse cuts to Medicaid and also to extend expiring Obamacare subsidies so that healthcare premiums do not go up for millions of Americans. Republicans say they're willing to talk about all that, but not while the government is shut down. So here's the bottom line. There needs to be compromise in order to avert a government shutdown. There is not compromise at this point. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that 4 million federal workers could go without pay. That includes 2 million troops and also TSA workers, air traffic controllers. It's going to be another long day tomorrow. Democrats and Republicans have already left the Capitol, so I am heading home too. The government shuts down at midnight.
There's 3 ways the government shutting down will affect you. Let's talk about it. For y'all that don't know, the government funding is set to expire between September 30th and October 1st, meaning that if the government does not decide what to do with the new budget bill, their bank card pretty much declines, meaning the government has to shut down because they can't pay anybody. This leads to the first way this could affect you, which is delayed paychecks and benefits. If you are a federal employee, a government contractor, or receive benefits like SNAP, WIC, or housing benefits, you'll most likely see a delay in your paychecks or your benefits if the government does shut down. Second is delayed loan and mortgage approvals. If you're in the process of closing on properties using government-backed loans like FHA, VA, or USDA loans, you could see a delay in your closing on the property since the government could shut down, which could delay the process of getting your funding. This also means if you're in the process of filling out your FAFSA, anything student loan wise that's backed by the government, that could be delayed as well because the Department of Education is essentially going to be shut down. Last but not least is volatility in the stock market. Historically, during the day of government shutdowns, the S&P 500, which is an index fund that tracks the top 500 companies in the country, has dropped or increased 1 to 2%. However, historically, throughout the whole shutdown period, the S&P 500 has usually come out higher after the shutdown has been completed. For example, back in 2013, the government has shut down for 16 days, and the S&P 500 came back 3% stronger after those 16 days. Another example is back in 2018/2019, where the government shut down for 35 days. But at the end of those 35 days, the S&P 500 was 10% higher than when it started at the beginning of the government shutdown. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but all I'm saying is government shutdown in the stock market really depends on context. Why is it shutting down and what big news was supposed to come out that is not coming out due to the shutdown, which is going to be the job market data that's supposed to come out this week. Well, let me know in the comments what y'all think of this, man. I ain't gonna lie, in my opinion, they got to figure it out, bro. I'm sick of this arguing, but y'all let me know what y'all think. It's D-Wall, I'm out of here.
All right. That was kind of low. I think the sound was low. Yes, it was. What's that? Yes, it was. All right. Let me look at the government shutdown. And, oh, shit. And let me tell you what I see. We, the people, don't need to buy anything. Go as long as you can. Make them feel the absence of the dollar. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point, too. All right. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about this government shutdown. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. The government shutdown. It ain't you, God, but you know what's going to happen. Please allow us to know what's going to happen. Please allow me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 Oh, the hair color. Oh, yeah. The hair color was amazing. That's so true. All right. Let's lower the stage. There's going to be lack. We're going to be lacking. We're going to be lacking in liquid products. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's milk or liquor or juices. Hey guys, if you can teach your kids how to make lemonade and you all drink lemonade, because there's a lot of liquids that's going to be lacking. They're purposely making Americans feel the pain. So it's kind of like, you feel that, you Americans, but this is your president, right? It's a hard trek to get back to an agreement. They will not find the agreement, at least for the first 10 days. We as Americans are going to feel very trapped, and it's not our fault, but we're going to feel the pain. There's a woman here at the forefront. I don't know who she is because I don't know any of these parties anymore. And then the tower shows up. I have to tell you all that they are very happy to watch Americans suffer. And we will. But I also think it's a wake-up call because I don't think everyone gets it. I don't think they get how bad this really is. And the tower is bad. And the tower means the structure has to fall apart, whether we like it or not. So I guess the structure has to fall apart for us to then have the government structure fall apart. So I don't know how to put this where it makes sense, but not enough people are fighting, protesting, and they know this. We're too brainwashed, and they know this. They have no fear of what you have to say about this, and they know this. So it could be where they call out bluff. And this government shutdown, I'm sorry, I do believe it's going to hurt. I see it for at least 10 days, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong, right? But it could be for at least, we're going to go week by week. So definitely for a good week. I don't think they're going to come to a conclusion. Today's Tuesday. By Friday, I don't think they're going to come to a conclusion by Friday. But I also think that if they come to a conclusion quick enough, Americans don't understand the impact of this shutdown. I think one of the biggest problems here in this bill is that if they just would not give money to Israel, there would be more than enough money. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that Americans can identify with. So, with that being said, this is the time to stock up on your cans. The shelves are packed right now. So, if you can tomorrow, get your canned beans and canned vegetables, right? Try not to get too much that's perishable. You want the canned goods, all right? This is happening fast. I don't know what that means. I'll look it up. The Fool card. Look, because they think we're the dumb ones. There's not enough money, but I think all the money is going to Israel. I'm going to stick to that. This is someone that, normally I would say this is someone that loves their country, but she actually has her back to the country. So this is a woman that is going to aggravate this situation. She's next to the tower and she has her back. But she might be like, I love this country, but she really doesn't. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. When the tower comes in the first 10 cards, the problem is bigger than we're understanding it to be. And the Fool card is almost like the tower. It's almost like there are so many things that could go wrong and no one can see how bad this is. He always planned for this shutdown. He was never going to do anything other than wait for the next shutdown to show Congress how he is a badass. There's no rhyme or reason for this shutdown. It's not like what they're asking for is major. And if they cut some of the monies to Israel, we would have all these. Oh, look at this. This man and this woman is standing together. Who are these people? This could be J.D. Vance, but I know Vance is a Leo. These two people are together. Who is this woman? Does anybody know? She could be a blonde. All right, guys. I don't know what karma means in this case, because karma means we could be suffering through somebody else's karma. But karma is next to this King of Pentacles that's holding money. I wonder if this could be Israel. Karma is going to come back to Israel. I wonder if that's something that's overseas, international, because this is like a, uh, a, a world map. Somebody's looking for the money from the American government, and that's why I keep saying, yeah, it's Israel. I think Israel is very happy that we are an unstable government. There's a water sign man, water sign woman, water sign man here again, and water sign man and woman here again. I don't know who this is. That's participating or justifying or helping to justify this government shutdown. I don't know how true it is what I'm seeing, but I believe that the government shutdown could go for quite some time. And it's either 4 weeks, it could go on for 4 weeks, maybe. Maybe I definitely see it like going on for 2 weeks. I don't think I think he's going to sit on this because I think they have a plan in place. Um, I also think that if there's any rioting, then martial order is going to be put in place. Um, I think this could sit for 4 weeks, up to 4 months. I think if it sits too long, the people absolutely will lose their fucking mind. I just don't know how you all plan to protest. When I say you all, I mean MAGAs. I don't see how you all plan to protest. But hitting someone in their pockets is the best way for people to act out and say, yeah, we're not putting up with this shit anymore. Everyone just wants things to go back to normal, and it won't. This is one of those times when it can't go back to normal. I don't know. I feel like I've been saying this to a lot of people. And so I feel like I sound like the bad guy, but this is one of those times when you're going to be able to measure when the real change occurred. I think, guys, if you keep going back to normal, like they keep scaring you and then nothing happens, like, oh my God, just go back to normal. Let me go buy a $700,000 house. And then it shows up again. It's like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? I should have never bought a $700,000 house. And then you can relax because nothing happens. And it comes up again, like you're being made crazy right now. From this point on, no high ticket purchases. None. We're going to have to sit on our monies now. Just relax. No high ticket purchases. This is not going to turn out good for us. So let me give you the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is that this goes on for 5 months. That's the worst case scenario. If this goes on for way too long, it'll be up to the community folks to talk to their senators, because that's what's going to happen from here, right? Everybody goes back home and they have these meetings, and if y'all let these leaders that you voted in have a great vacation, then shame on you. If you're suffering, they need to hear from you. They need to have emergency meetings, and they need to talk to their president, who they follow. Now, part of the problem and everything that I see here is that most of these people have no choice but to follow the president, because the president has videotape on most of these people. He's got something on all of them. Republicans. I don't know about Democrats, but definitely the Republicans. And that's why you guys could scream until you're blue in the face, but nobody wants themselves to be caught out there. I think somebody needs to own it and say, I'm in trouble. This is what he has over my head. I did it. And I can't be a part of this anymore. The one person that does that breaks everything. But I don't see anybody stepping forward, which means we all suffer. Now, am I doom or gloom? I've been saying this for the longest time. I've been saying this. I've been telling everybody to stock up. I've been saying this. It's not too late to stock up. So, here's the thing. In terms of, how long, I got another set of cards. Where are those cards at? In terms of how long, I think it could be up to 4 to 5 weeks to 4 to 5 months. If this goes on for months, shame on maggots, because no one else is going to be to blame but the maggots. Maggots of any color. Shame on maggots. And so this is your karma. I mean, we are going to suffer with you, okay? But this is really, this belongs to you. All right. Oh, here it is. All right. I thought this would be nice and quick, but it didn't come out so quick. So I've got this deck. It's called the Miracle Moon Oracle. I have learned to absolutely love it, and this card does give me a time frame. So let's take a look. Your vote has consequences. Yeah, let me go back a little while I shuffle these cards. And these cards are being shuffled every which way. Your vote has consequences. You're damn right it does. Okay. I really love these cards, by the way. They're so pretty. I believe Israel is blackmailing Congress and the Supreme Court. It's time to simply just buy essentials. Yes. And you know, all those sugar juices you would normally buy for your children, don't. You all might wind up getting healthy and skinny right now. Yes, Tracy, you have been informing us for a long time. For a long time. I've been saying this. I just think that so many people take what I say so personally, and they don't get that I'm spirit. I'm the oracle. I'm not trying to scare you, but I just wish, because here's the thing. When I started this language, probably when he was president, right? When he was president the first time, I started this language. I said, don't buy, don't buy, don't buy. You know, I go to Atlanta and everybody has a brand new car. Brand new. 80,000. Like, it's crazy to think that it's okay to buy an $80,000 car, but I'm the crazy one, so I don't know. And I look crazy because everyone is just fine. And maybe we were fine under Biden. And then I gotta turn this light off. Maybe we were presumably fine under Biden. Maybe that too was an illusion. And then it comes down to he gets back in. And we're not even a year into his presidency, guys. Y'all can't take 4 years of this, 4.5 years still. We're not even a year into his presidency. October, November, December, January, February. He started in February. Or January. And it feels like it's been 4 years. So we are going to have to figure out that if you're going to fix someone, do the opposite. do the opposite, right? Every fucking industry should suffer. The car industry, the travel industry, the hotel industry. We should just be staying home and taking care of our children. We should be finding community love, you know, and being a part of a bigger picture in our community. We should, we have to go back to some old-fashioned ways, right? The mall is not your friend. It's just not. I just think things have to change, but we have to change it while we're in the middle of it. And then if you change, you may discover you never want to go back to that ever again. I mean, case in point, check your closets. That's all you have to do is check your closets and see how much you have spent, one, on something, how much, and then see how much you wear that outfit in enough time to take the money out. You know what I mean? Like, your closets are valuable. And it tells a story of wasteful spending. Now, I'm lecturing, but I'm sorry. Yeah, Lord, clean out your damn deep freezers. Yeah, clean that shit out. Start eating that food up. January 20th. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you. Yes, their heads are in the sand. But even if interest rates do come down, do not buy a house. Even if it does come down, nope, do not buy a house. Yeah, I know, 10 months of chaos, I rebuke it. But what if it's God? Who could rebuke Noah? God was trying to tell people then, hey guys, I'm gonna flood this place. Why are you building a boat, Noah? Because God told me to. But a boat? I would have been sitting there going, if he's building a boat on dry land, and he can't carry that boat anywhere, that means the water is coming to him. That's how I would have been. I would have been like, Noah, is the water coming to you? I would have been like, Noah, can I get on a boat with you? I mean, somebody has to make children with your sons. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How did they reprocreate, by the way? Okay, I don't, it's too much for my brain. I just want to do the government shutdown. I don't want to talk about how they reprocreated Noah's children. Oh my God. The visions inside my head, Lord, take them away. You ever thought about that? It was only Noah's family. Are we descendants of Noah? Think about that. All right, I'm over it. I cannot. I can't deal. You ever think about that? Oh, you better watch it. All right, how long? Let's ask the cards, because the cards know. I'm actually scared. That's why I'm procrastinating. Oh, next month looks promising. I said 4 weeks. Next month looks promising. I said 4 weeks. So next month looks promising. What's amen, Ariana? See, realness with roll, you got it, right? You got it. Oh my goodness. Hi, Magic Mermaid. Thank you, Tasha. Oh my God, Tracy, I believe you. Yeah, this is God. This is God, because there's too many racist people. Unfortunately, those of us that believe in the higher power of God, we don't want to suffer. Why can't God just do the rapture? God, here we go. Do the rapture. Just take them and make sure they all go to hell. Seriously. Put them in a line straight for hell, okay? Okay, I talk to God. Hopefully he listens. All right. By the end of the day, well, we know the government is shutting down by the end of the day. Tonight, Eastern time. January. So, I'm sticking to it. It either is going to work out in 4 weeks, which we can't even afford 4 weeks. If they don't work it out in 4 weeks, it's going to be in January. If this shit lasts till January, y'all better go to the supermarket tomorrow and y'all better pick up some butter beans in a can, some string beans in a can. They do make asparagus in a bottle. If y'all got kids, y'all might have to wean them off of Enfamil and shit. I don't know what's got. You might have to get that breast to pumping now if you got them on Enfamil. You in danger, girl. No, Magic Mermaid. No, you got it all wrong. No, I'm not even going to post that. It's not about being weak. That's not what it is, but I don't want to get into it. We're going to speak facts. And the fact is, we have a president that wouldn't even meet with these people until like yesterday. So he was never going to negotiate. His plan was always to corrupt the government and give Israel the monies, and Americans are going to suffer. It's just time for Americans to open their eyes and really look at the facts. Hey! All right. Hi, beautiful baby O. Hemp seed formula with dates and some sea moss. What are we supposed to do with that? I was going to buy hemp seed the other day, too. Oh, hemp seed. Oh, for the babies, you mean? Hemp seed formula with dates and some sea moss. Oh, very interesting. Oh, is that what you gave your baby? All right, guys. If you guys think you're going to suffer, imagine the Caribbean that everything is imported. Jesus Christ. Listen. For the babies. Oh, I love that. This is for the babies, y'all. Hemp seed formula with dates and some sea moss. You know, back in the day, I'm not saying this is okay. I'm just telling you, back in the day, carnation milk. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying carnation milk. Oh, and donor milk, but you had to buy donor milk, right? Angel, how are you, sweetie? Thank you. I will take heed. Please, I've been trying to tell y'all from years ago, but I'm like, cry wolf. She cry wolf. She said it again. And I think y'all have seen it. I think a lot of people have seen it. I just think people get mad at me because everybody wants the house, right? And you want nice cars. Like you do. Like I get it. I'm running around in the Caribbean and you guys don't know. I don't tell you guys everything, but maybe it's just time to confess. Okay, remember the car? First of all, the car loves me. Loves me. I can't even tell you how much this car loves me. But her arms are falling off. I literally tie it together. True story. The dashboard is all coming out, so I got that all taped up. It's a true story. I never lie. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I should have a new car. That's what I think in my mind. I should be like the rest of the world and sitting in, oh, no air conditioning in this hot sun. I tell no lies. But then I always think to myself, you keep telling people don't buy a car, don't buy a car, like $80,000. How can you consciously buy a car and make payments that you cannot afford? This is what I say to myself. You just can't afford payments. And I go, I know, you're right. And so every day I get in my car and it's not electric, right? So I got to roll down the windows. The car's 22 years old. I lie never. So I got to roll down all four windows. I have to have somebody take a video of the shit that I go through. And then I close the door, but the door doesn't always catch. See, look, Spirit is trying to tell you, I'm not lying. I got to close the door, but the door doesn't always catch. So just so I don't fall out, because you could forget. Oh, one day I did forget. And because it's a heavy truck, the door swung open. And if there was a car next to me, that would have been, like, the car would have been dented. Because the door is so heavy. Like, this is a monster, like, real metal. This is when they made trucks, GMC. Oh, my God. So, just, hey! Throw something at you. I swear to God, I'm going to throw something at you. He keeps wanting to eat the plants, and then it gets sick. And I'm going to have to throw the plants out. I'm going to have to throw the plants out. Stop. So to save others from my car banging into theirs, and I don't want to pay out nobody's insurance and shit, I tie my car with a purple string, which is so funny because that turned out to be my sister's favorite color. I never knew that. So I tie my car with this purple string that I normally would use as a headband on my hair, but it's long enough to tie. That's what I do. Somebody said use Velcro so it wouldn't look so obvious. Gotta go to Home Depot. Oh, by the way, I'm now registered. And I have a license plate now, a driver's license, and I got insurance. So now I'm legal to drive. I wasn't legal. But it's okay. It's okay. It's the way I live. I'm just saying, if I'm going to give you advice, I have to follow my own advice. So I can't get a new car. I can't. But the thing about it is this car loves me. So I'm not going to disappoint the car because we're like this. We're like this, me and this car. Betty or Betsy, I don't know what her name is anymore. Starts with a B. She loves me. I will not give up on Betsy. We're going to go through this famine together, me and Betsy. I don't have my sister anymore. So now it's just me and Betsy. All right. I'm embarrassed. But I have a car. But I'm so embarrassed. Bertha. Welcome, Velcro doesn't sound so. Okay, I was feeling that. I was like, Velcro, because the door is heavy. Okay, we're gonna stick with yeah. We're gonna stick with tying the car. But I'm gonna take a picture one day. I always say I'm gonna take a picture, but I never do because I'm so embarrassed. But she loves me. This bitch turns over every single time. She don't give me no. My neighbors are laughing at me. Do you know my neighbor said that car still works? My neighbors say this. And my other neighbor, John, is like, leave her alone. That car works just fine. All right, guys. Do you want to pick a final outcome? Chitty, baby! That's what it is. That's what it is. Chitty, bang. It really is that type of car, child. But I love her. All right, let's look at this. Ariana says the longest U.S. government shutdown occurred between December 22nd, 2018. Wasn't that Trump? To January 25th, 2019, lasting 35 days. The partial shutdown happened during the Trump administration. Yep. And he's going to do it again, and he's going to outdo what he did the last time. The cat is telling you, you got 9 lives. And that's what I know, Fuvuchi. I know this. Having a hoopty, beat up, no one arm running car is better than relying on the bus schedule or walking. Yes. So, and Jules said, so true. And I know this, and you're so right. All right, guys, let's get the final outcome. I did not expect to go this long. I thought this was going to be an easy read, but it's never easy because you and I have to talk so much. Hey, guys, call me for your own personal readings, but also, I think I'm going to change my style of reading. I'm finding that having you talk is kind of like a problem for me when I just want you to listen. So I'm going to change up, and I'm going to say, maybe I'll just say, you cannot write down your questions, but you have to let me talk. Sometimes I pause when I'm doing my readings, but it's only because Spirit is talking to me, but you guys don't know Spirit is talking to me. So I'm pausing to get the messages, and then okay, we'll figure it out. I'm going to start letting people know that I need 10 minutes just to do the whole reading and then write down your questions, okay? So call me for your own personal reading, 213-458-7408. All right. Let me see what somebody is saying before I start. He loves to hit the holidays. Interesting. What's come on, Miss T? What is that? I don't know what I did wrong. All right. Let's lower the stage. Remember, a woman is going to play a critical role in all of this. Maybe a blonde woman, maybe, I don't know, but a woman is going to play a critical role. Not for the American government, but she's going to claim to love America. All right. Networker. Enhances unity through the sharing of information. Engenders social awareness and empathy. Social media, people. There needs to be some organization via social media. You can't sit back and just hope things get better. You can't just go, oh, I hope things get better. And some people are in such fear that they're almost like in a mental coma. All right, communication, courier, journalist, the herald messenger. Expands the sphere of influence by forging alliances and making connections amongst vastly different groups of people. This doesn't have to be one group, but this, y'all, black and white, y'all gotta talk now. Y'all gotta figure out coming together is the best thing for all of us. Helps develop social flexibility and empathy that seeks commonality with those who might not seem to be potential friends or allies. Black and white, y'all gotta come together. This mentality on hating on the blacks and we just drinking coffee, I think we gotta come together. Y'all gotta stop hating on us because we move mountains. So y'all gotta figure out, you better be fucking nice to us. Messenger and communicator have skills to disseminate information and power. Look for a pattern, continuum pattern of forging links with others to deliver vital information and ideas. That goes for the digital ID. That goes for Vietnam for taking all y'all's money. Like, no way. Oh, my number? Here, sweetie. My number? It's right here on the screen. 213-458-7408. Do you see it, sweetie? 213-458. You know, that's a problem. And that's one of the things that I talk about. Like, it's right there on the screen. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. How are we going to forge an alliance? Oh, well, Jovi, don't have panic attacks. It's going to happen anyway. Don't have panic attacks. The government shutdown is here. Now's not the time to have a panic attack. Now's the time to talk and figure out what your game plan is. But having a panic attack will not work. That's not the answer. Nope. Nope. Sit in this for a moment. Sit in it. Don't give yourself a panic, a heart attack. No. Just sit in it for a moment. We all will figure something out together. I promise you. But you have to be willing to, get spiritual with it. You have to be willing to be like, God got this. And if you don't know what to do, sit down. Sit in this for a minute. The answers will come to you. Or call me for a reading, and then I will help you with the answers. Tracy's correct. Time to plan when you do have a practice before it happens. Practice planning before the panic attack. Write something down on paper. No, Dovey, you're going to learn to not, I'm not doing it your way. Look at the screen, 213-458-7408, and subscribe. And I'm saying it out loud, 213-458-7408. You retype it, 213-458-7408. See, you know what happened just now, Dovey? This is control, right? Instead of understanding that we are at a government shutdown right now, somehow or another, there's some control that you need to have. So you're like, I need the number, but it's on the screen. But you're like, type it, but it's on the screen. How are you going to get through a government shutdown when this right here can't be followed? You have to be able to be like, let me take a screenshot on the screen. Let me take a screenshot. Let me write it down myself. Don't make me do the work. I've been doing the work. I've been telling y'all this was happening. I've been saying this. Like, I still got to do the work now that we're here. I'm not the leader. I'm the informer. I was going to say informant. I'm the informer, but there are just times when I can shut down and we're here. I got to figure out what I'm going to do as well. Like, you guys don't understand. But the card they gave at the last minute, look what the card said. We need to pull together. What does that mean? That means you better know who your neighbors are. You better talk to your neighbors. Like, talk to people at work, for those of you that don't work for the government. Find out who can bring in cans to the job. There's all kinds of ways to skin this cat, but it just means you're not going to be able to go to DoorDash anymore. DoorDash needs to be put out of business anyway. They charge too much and those bitches be stealing our food. It just means you're not going to be able to go shopping at any place. You're not going to be able to buy clothes for a month. A month, you'll survive. 5 months, you'll survive. Pull out your closet. Look at your closet. People ain't seen them clothes in years. It'll look like you went shopping all over again. No. Don't control this right here. Take a screenshot. I'm saying it verbally. 213-458-7408. Yeah, there you go, Magic Mermaid. No more Starbucks. Who the fuck spends $6 to $7 on coffee? No more Starbucks. I just brought a little coffee. See, y'all don't. Let me show you my coffee machine I just brought. Look. Push it back. I just brought this the other day, preparing for the shutdown. Look. It's a tiny, tiny coffee machine. Look. tiny, tiny coffee machine. No name brand. Who the fuck heard of Hogan Idea? Who the fuck heard of these people? Look. Look how big the cup is. Look. Little tiny cup, and it holds 6 ounces. 6 ounces. Look. I don't even have a Keurig. And look. Do you guys have Senka over there? What the fuck is a Senka? I remember Senka because my grandmother had Senka. I didn't know it was a Caribbean thing. Yeah. Look. I drink Senka. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And tonight I got to make coffee for my ancestors. A Senka. They know what Senka is. They drink this shit. Yeah. Look, Senka. Instant coffee. Yeah, that works just fine for me. I don't care. I just want it to work. Yeah, nice coffee. Yeah. I live like the shutdown has already been here. I don't have a Keurig. It makes coffee, so it's perfect. Nice coffee. I have made coffee at home for at least a decade. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I had a Keurig, but I guess 4 years later, it just broke down, and a Keurig to buy was like $164. I didn't want to spend $164 for a new Keurig. This was $15, no name brand. I'm sure I'll get electrocuted, but for right now, it works. $14.99. All right, guys. Let me get up out of here. I got to make my coffee for my ancestors. I make the coffee for them at night. That way they can have the coffee in peace. Plus, I don't like them disturbing me in my bedroom. So I give them something to drink. And you can give them food too, guys. You can leave food out for your ancestors. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, guys. Ooh, child, I done revealed a lot. I revealed my whole life. Yeah, just, I drink a lot of tea. What? Don't get electrocuted. It's only $15. I don't know what this shit is made of. Content used. All right, well, what can I do? View actions. No. Why does this always happen to me? So annoying. All right. I'll stock up, but I'm still up. Okay. Nice coffee. Thank you. All right. Are we good? Adding to get you to choose the way best fits for when you do have a panic attack. I tried my mom's, but I decided it was better for her. I Google asked, even did some cards, adding you get to choose the way best fits for when you have. What are we talking about, Virtucci? I got it. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Dovey. Tracy always tries to offer clarity and grace. I try. Thank you. But I'm learning not to get upset too. I had a full meltdown on Dupree, and Dupree hasn't been back, and I'm mortified that I just have this thing with Kamala Harris, and everybody's booing her right now, and I'm so sorry. I was just whatever. I'm so sorry, Dupree. But this is the last sorry I'm going to say, because, you know, when you're sorry, you're just sorry. No one has to keep saying it. It is what it is. Let's see. All right. Are we good? So if the last government shutdown was 35 days, he's going to outdo his last one. So he's probably going to do it for 36 days. If he could do it till January, he'll do it till January. The bottom line is you have to, tomorrow, go get your canned goods, because, oof, just get your canned goods. Oh, and yeah, just get your canned goods. I was going to say, and water, but I don't know if water is necessary right now. I don't know. I would get water too for the household. All right, guys. I love you all. Did everybody get out what they needed to say? Call me for your own personal reading, Dovey. Call me, 213, or anybody else, 213-458-7408. We are going to get through this. How? Together. Okay? What? $6 Starbucks at 5 days a week is $1,440 a year. That's a vacation. That was a good assessment. Oh, thank you, Dovey. That was a good thing to do. I really appreciate those numbers. Now, do you see why we're not going to panic? We're just not going to Starbucks tomorrow. Fuck a Starbucks. Fuck a Walmart. Fuck a Target. Fuck a this. Fuck a that. Fuck a mall. Fuck a. Fuck everybody. See, that's insane. It really adds up. Yeah. What's this? All right, so we'll see what's going to go down. All right, guys, but no panic attacks. We got to stick together. We got to talk to each other. What did that card say? Networking. Networking. We can survive this. We can. Networking. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Listen to the reading. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.